Well, hello. I'm still here in the Philippines, enjoying myself with my son, fiance. Life is good. Um, what I want to talk about today is, you know, as an American citizen, growing up in America all my life, um, I really appreciate my country and all the opportunities that that blessed land has given me and many others. You can look up on the web, research it, and you can see how many people started with nothing and became millionaires, billionaires, you know, whatever. A lot of people started off with nothing. And I know I've said it before. America is one of the few countries where you can just go in with the clothes on your back, join the military, and they will take care of you from there. I mean, you can just be go walk in, what you're wearing, join the military, and if they got a slot open, they'll take you right in, and you won't need a thing. Now, how beautiful is that? America is one of the, tell you how good America is. It's one of the few countries that even our homeless people are overweight. Homeless people have weight problems. And the ones that don't, they actually look pretty clean and healthy. Have you seen them lately? You go to any major city, you can go see homeless folks. Even the ones that have, mental illness, they're truly mental ill. You can see them in the street, and they're quite healthy, quite clean. I have a few. There are, I have not, I don't have, but there are a few in the area where I live back in the states, and we see them all the time, and you get to know the ones. You get to kind of recognize them. You memorize who they are, and you see them. They walk the same area every day, and there are a few that go to McDonald's every day. And I tell you, they always got clean clothes on. One's got double chin, very healthy, very clean. Homeless woman, and there's a guy that is mentally ill that is homeless, but he's always clean, well fed, everything. And I'm saying, that's just America. You know, and I get in, I see the news and I watch YouTube and I see people complain. And when I see people complain, they just don't know how good they have it. And sometimes I wish I could take those people that don't appreciate our country and just take them somewhere else so they can see what life is really like. We have and matter of fact, I take that, yeah, I'm going to change that because I wish I could take them back in time. Because see, not always was America, all Americans could live as well as we do today. A lot of them had hard times, especially depression era Americans. Yeah, a lot of them had hard times, real hard times, times we had never experienced, and their grandchildren and great grandchildren, grew up, and a lot of them, a lot of us are very productive, good citizens, and then some that are just the opposite. They're not, and you know, I remember growing up the expression that work builds character, and I believe it does. Because when I think about those Depression era Americans and their predecessors, that they didn't have it nowhere near as good as we have it today. How hard they had to work, and what little they had, and how they had to struggle. And you can see some of the YouTube's videos, black and white. You can see people how they were farm, worked on farms and had to migrate all over the country during their different seasons to get work, and how they was living in their car and outside in the woods. It's mind blowing. But going back to those Depression era Americans, that's the World War II generation. If you don't know, and we've all agreed that they are the best generations. that America's ever had, and I can agree with that. And that's why I say that I think the hard work and going through hardships builds character, because those people had to work hard and they had to go through hardships, but a lot of them were super awesome, and they wasn't big on feelings and huggy kissy and all that being soft and stuff. They just believed in hard work, getting it done. They believed in following, practicing their religion, and they were great people. But I will tell you this: news, liberal news media, and internet like YouTube and stuff like that. They have a lot of people that they try to blow up these people that live in America, who are American, and haters, hate our country, hate the American race, hate everything about us. But what I've learned traveling around America, because I've been to different states, I've traveled a lot. There are a lot of loyal Americans. There are more loyal red-blooded Americans than there are anti-Americans. I've learned that, and that's my fiance and son. But at first I was scared. I was fearing for America's future, but as I started to travel around America and I flew, because I'm a pilot too, private pilot, and I fly around. I go to different airports, go to different states and stuff, and I visit people or get to know people. I'm not afraid, and the reason I say that because there are more and more good growing, and it's a growing number of red-blooded, solid, you know, God-fearing or religious or not religious, not so religious Americans that are good people, good Americans. And I think our country is starting to head in the right direction. Just like this election with President Trump is a prime example that we're becoming more conservative, more level-headed, and we're getting tired of the liberal BS. It's like with this government shutdown. They didn't get what they wanted. America won, and that proves we are on the right track. Even that congressman from Pennsylvania, the senator, not congressman, senator from Pennsylvania, he even changed over. Because I tell you, Democrat or Republican, I'm a Republican, but Democrat or Republican, I don't care about your political view as long as you're loyal to America, like Nancy Pelosi. People can say what they want to say about her. I might not agree with all her politics, but I'll tell you one thing. When she thumbed her nose, when the Chinese threatened her or told her not to go to Taiwan, she thumbed her nose at them and went to Taiwan. And then I learned that her and her father are hardcore anti-communists. That's what I'm talking about. She's a Democrat, I'm a Republican. We have different political views, but I love that she is a solid, hardcore, multi-generational anti-communist. And that's the beauty of America. And I go to these airports and see husbands and wives and kids and young folks and just good people all around, just going about their business, doing their thing. And I think America's going to be just fine for a long time. Long after I'm gone, our country's going to be just fine. And believe me, I've been to Europe. I've been to a lot of different places. Europe, wonderful people there. I'm just talking about from my view as an American citizen, like I said, because I used to let all that liberal news media get in my head, and I used to think that America was headed in the wrong direction, headed with all those crazy people, but it's not. They just blow them up. I think it's because they get more. The news media gets more views, gets more attention when they point the camera at these folks, because the majority of America are not like these people, not one bit. And last election showed that, and the government shutdown showed that as well. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, I'm not scared about our future. I'm not scared about America's future for my children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, great great grandchildren. I think our country is going to be just as strong and just as wonderful as it is today, because I know a lot of people, a lot of kids get parents or adults will put poison in their mind that America is this, that, and the other, and against you. And I'm gonna tell you, people, it's not. America is the true land of opportunity. You put your mind to it, you can do it. Sure, there are some bad people in in the world, in this country, but there are more good people than are bad people. And if you got your head on straight and you're focused on a goal, you're gonna get there. I promise you. And people are gonna notice you, and they'll be more than willing to help you. So don't let people poison your mind and make you think that America is something that's not. America is a beautiful land. Okay, and it's just great. It's just awesome, and I hope we never forget our history. I hope we respect and celebrate all of our history. So much more I want to say, but I just wanted to get that out there. It's late in the evening. I'm doing some other things, so I will talk to you again soon. Take care.